Hey everyone, my name is Timo, gameplay producer, and welcome to EA Sports FC Mobile. Let me introduce our new dynamic game speed, which creates a more composed and realistic gameplay experience. We want to give more time on the ball and diversify build-up play. Coupled with our true player personality, you will now also notice a much more tangible effect for attributes such as acceleration and sprint speed. How fast you can turn while dribbling now also factors in agility and player height. Stay tuned for more information and welcome to the club. Hey everyone, my name is Timo, gameplay producer, and welcome to EA Sports FC Mobile. Today, I'm excited to introduce one of our new impact controls, the Power Shot. It's the fastest and most powerful shot type in the game and feels immensely satisfying. Its animations are longer than regular shots, so be mindful when and how to use it. For controls, press the shoot button and swipe right, and for gestures, swipe back and forth in one motion towards the goal. Stay tuned for more information and welcome to the club. Hey everyone, my name is Timo, gameplay producer, and welcome to EA Sports FC Mobile. Today, I'm excited to introduce one of our new impact controls, the knock-on. This dribble move kicks the ball further ahead of your player, allowing him to extract the full potential of his speed while dribbling. Use it to break away from defenders or create space to step into a shot. For controls, press the sprint button and swipe down. But you can also customize it in team skill moves based on your preference. Stay tuned for more information and welcome to the club. Hey everyone, my name is Timo, gameplay producer, and welcome to EA Sports FC Mobile. Let me introduce our new elite shooting feature, which creates a more realistic experience and rewards user skill. Your chances of scoring will greatly increase if you have good manual aim and also put your player in a good position, compared to attempting shots under defensive pressure or from a difficult angle. Coupled with tons of new shot animations and improved goal net physics, scoring goals in FC Mobile will feel more satisfying and rewarding than ever before. Stay tuned for more information and welcome to the club.
Well, here's the replay, and just look at that power. That's almost unstoppable. That's a great strike.
Goal for Manchester City. Number 9, Erling Haaland.
Well, here's the replay, and just look at that power. That's almost unstoppable. That's a great strike.
Goal for Manchester City. Number 9, Erling Haaland.
Well, here's the replay, and just look at that power. That's almost unstoppable. That's a great strike.
Goal for Manchester City. Number 9, Erling Haaland.
Hey everyone, my name is Timo, gameplay producer, and welcome to EA Sports FC Mobile. Today, I'm excited to introduce one of our new impact controls, the Hard Tackle. Hard tackles are powerful and far-lunging stand tackles, allowing you to crush the opponent dribbler or sliding in to make a last-second shot block. For controls, press the sprint and tackle button and swipe left. Stay tuned for more information and welcome to the club. Hey everyone, my name is Timo, gameplay producer, and welcome to EA Sports FC Mobile.
Well, hello everyone, welcome to the EA Sports FC Mobile Community Cup presented by the Esports Club. There's going to be Bullet on the desk with me, joining alongside. It's going to be my friend Scariot. So Scariot, welcome to the show, and how are you doing today, man?
Thank you so very much for that. Doing absolutely amazing. Yet again, we saw some amazing matches yesterday. I'm hoping to see the exact same thing, if not better, for today as well, because we saw some close games. We saw some dominating fashion wins as well. But we all know why all of these players are just battling it out against each other. And that is going to be for nothing other than the prize pool. It's going to be a massive prize pool of 50,000 INR. And for a community cup, you also mentioned yesterday that this is actually a very solid prize pool with the first position will receive 25,000, second place receiving 15,000, while the third place will take the 10,000 INR in their bag.
Yes, let's also take a look at the overall, overall format of the entire Community Cup. So yes, the entire tournament actually started from 20th of November with more than 200 teams, a total of like 256 teams to be precise. A round of 256 did started all the way from 20th of November, went till 22nd of November with round of 16. Now for this main event, which being broadcasted on the yesterday, like on 24th of November, and for today is going to be the main event where you also going to see the grand finale. So only top 8 players are there for the main event. So you see the level of competition, you see the level of skill play, you see the level of gameplay these guys are showing in is definitely just some of the top-notch action that we are witnessing in this Community Cup presented by the Esports Club.
Absolutely true. It's going to be literally fun to watch. Again, it's been a roller coaster ride for most of these players, but they have been on a solid win streak coming in. But again, on day one, we saw some amazing matches, just as we've already mentioned. But we were seeing some fumblings coming in from here and there. The first match was between Gokul and Crazy Messi. I still remember that the first one, it was almost dead even with just a 1 goal difference. And in the second one, Crazy Messi just ended up dominating him and all the following matchups as well, right? We saw some good matches wherein both the players were like almost dead even till the end of the game. We also saw a match wherein there was absolutely no goal difference, but the one who scored on away soil was the one who was promoted forward because those were the goals that were more important. But there were other games as well. Like again, we cannot forget the one that was Jijoyo up against Rocky Bhai, and Rocky Bhai just straight away demolished him and moved forward in the upper bracket. And honestly, if I were to ask you, just based on the performances that we saw yesterday, who do you think might actually be the main contender of the grand finals?
I put my bets towards, put my prediction towards Crazy Messi. He looks pretty confident with his entire formation. He looks pretty confident with the entire, I would say, pacing of the game. He knows where, he can place the second man, third man, where to call up the defenders. But hey, we have the confirmation, folks. We'll jump in straight to the upper bracket semi-finale. That is Rocky Bhai facing up the side of Soumya, and whoever wins will be actually going in towards the main grand main.
match. Yes, that is absolutely true. And again, we've been jumping right into the action already. So there were miss coming in. Nonetheless, we're still seeing the scoreline to be absolutely 0-0. No changes in there whatsoever. Soumya was controlling the ball. But again, at this point, I still feel that, Rocky Bai might have that edge just because of the momentum that he was carrying based on yesterday. He might also be able to take a few more goals here and there. Nonetheless, stolen away yet again, passed it over towards the center. Ronaldinho gives it over to Ginola, who will be passing it over to Chouameni. Moving it around, that was a pretty sick move coming in. Tries to go in for a through ball directly to Ronaldo, but Mendy just got his leg in between and could not let him finish up the match.
Yeah, didn't finish up the entire build up in a successful conversion of a goal. Right now on toward the side of Somia, passing on to Rando Sanchez, finding Can. Zelensky, a good pass on towards
Mhm.
for waiting up for a third man to just be ready on the striker's end. Was a great sweet deflection in terms of just intercepting the ball, but still the position is on towards the side of Somia, waiting for a lob. Maybe it puts it on towards the backside, trying to just waiting for another second man to go for the striker's end, but no, he will shoot the ball eventually. It will be an out for a corner.
That is indeed true.
Yeah.
It's going to be played in far back outside the box. Will be dealt by Ronaldo as of now. Renato Sanchez will pass it back to Can. He had a timing to pass in for that through. We'll just get it around over. We're getting an extra pass in. He
Oh,
goes for
damn.
another shot, and that is going to be the opener coming in from Soumya. Zelensky finds a good place behind the net, and just look at that maneuvering. He was trying to do that exact thing in the play just before the corner, but the goalkeeper had his hands on point at that time. But this time around, not quite lucky. And just before the halftime, we're going to see a lead in favor of Soumya 1-0.
Yeah, good one indeed coming in from the side of Somia. I did actually try it in total of three on shots that we saw in the first half. One actually resulted in a successful goal conversion. But talking about on how he's
That
actually
is
able to
true.
do a proper finish shot from the corner is something really great, which is actually a very usual play. But if you are getting it right, this is something really extraordinary. On towards the second half, we proceed on, folks. There's still a lot of time coming in for this side of Rocky, because hey, it's still the first leg. There's still the second half. You can actually make a comeback in the entire second leg too.
That is indeed true. He might have few more opportunities here and there. But again, what I'm concerned about is the fact that Soumya is actually playing defensive. So breaking through that defensive setup is going to be pretty difficult. Plus, as of now, since again we're going to see him on the attack, will be stolen away just at the end. Can will take it back again in his own possession. Zelensky tried to pass it over. Chouameni was getting a leg onto that one, only for it to be rebounded towards Okafor. Will be trying to get some opening. That's a good pass coming into Zelensky. He's got another opening chance. Not quite sure if that's exactly where he wanted to pass the ball, but that is going to go in for a goal kick. You might have seen the second one as well in this game. If not for that one extra pass, but maybe he just wanted to outplay Rocky Bai at that point. But he just played it a little over extra. Rocky Bai again goes it over, gives it to Ronaldo. Could not keep it for as long. Isaac has got some chance to move around. Okafor can play this through ball perfectly, and if he does, yes, he will. He's got some space around towards that left wing. Tried to go in for a fake pass. Will again try to move it around, only for it to be given back to Mendy. As he'll be moving it around the center towards Can. Again on towards that left wing.
Oh, nice
Okafor.
one.
He can go in for that shot. What a
Ah,
perfect way, but only for it to be stopped by his own teammate Zelensky in the way.
a good try indeed coming in from the side of Rocky, but indeed this can be a great opening yet again. No need to call your goalkeeper. Straight up. Ah. Now this is one of those mistakes, one of those very common mistakes that a lot of players do. You call up your goalkeeper, you think that the goalkeeper will be able to deflect that because you have kind of like a small gap between those shots and the ball on target. But trust me, indeed, it's not. This is not how EAFC works. Now the first leg, folks, this is gonna be the score line of 1-1, where both of the sides are on an equalized score. Now it's all come down to the second leg on
That is
how
true.
these do both of these players perform in the upper bracket semi-finale to lock their slots out for the grand finale stage up. But still, I feel like yes, in terms of on how we saw Rocky Bhai dominating in what was it 6-0 or 7-0, I remember in the yesterday's game. I feel like yes, Rocky Bhai will be able to win this one up.
It might be possible, but we'll have to see as the story will unfold in the second leg, which is going to be up on our screens in the next few seconds. But just before we go into that, I also want to focus on the way that Soumya was playing. He will be on the away soil now, so all the goals that he will score will eventually have more value than the previous ones. And if in
Yeah.
case we again end up in the same situation of 1-1, Rocky Bai will be the one moving into that lower bracket. Soumya will probably move forward. In terms of overall, again, Rocky Bai has the advantage in that. Soumya not quite having that many high overall players to match up the entire overall of Rocky Bai, but still the way he's been playing
Yeah.
again, we can clearly see he's focusing on the same defensive strategy, moving his players far back, just outside the box, and what a perfect tackle coming in at the last second.
Perfect tackle coming in at the last second, but yes, indeed, folks, that was a good point. Raised by you, Scared. Yes, if you're on the way side, the more goals you score, you have a pretty high value compared to what your other team has. So that's a point that even we has to remember. All of the audience has to remember. But yesterday it was someone's on to the first stage of our bracket that we saw an equalized score. But hey, inside the penalty box area, Vincent Junior was just ready to be waiting in for an interception, but indeed he didn't got a chance. But right now, the battle of ball possession is just going on between these two sides. You just go for interception, wait for an opportunity, find the gap, and just go on with and shot on target.
That is indeed correct, and very well mentioned about the same fact that even yesterday there was a match coming in. We'll talk about that later.
Oh,
Zelensky
good
goes in
one.
for a goal. Oh
Another
my
one.
goodness, that was
Zelensky.
such a tight angle to score in from. And yes, exactly, another one from almost the exact same place. But this was just even, I
A
think
little
so,
bit
was more
closer.
difficult to pull off. But he still had some space between him and the keeper. And it was just a perfect, brilliant finish coming in from Soumya, and this goal holds more value than the previous one. So even if Rocky Bai would be able to find an equalizer, you already know he would need to score two of them in order to actually have that upper hand. It's either win or move into the lower bracket for Rocky Bai. So he'll be the one who'll be under pressure. Tried to go in for a shot, wanted that pass to end up in the head of his own teammate eventually. It was for defender to get his head onto that one, but Okafor finding some opening, finding some room on towards the right wing, will move ball around. Wait for his players to come inside the box. No, wait, he actually goes himself, tried to go in for the shot just a second late. Will be stolen away perfectly. It could have been disastrous for Rocky Bhai.
Let's see. Let's see. Still the scoreline is 2-1 right now, favoring the side of Soumya. A good long on the pass, but indeed his own play was kind of seemed the animation that he wasn't ready. But anyways, now interception comes on. Okafor turns down to Sanchez. There you go. The first half, folks. The scoreline is 1-0. In the second leg itself, Soumya with another lead. Now, this time around in the first leg, it was an equalized scoreline coming in from both sides. But I do feel like it's like I said, my prediction is Rocky Bai is going to win this one. But on how Soumya is able to defend all of the attacking plays coming in from the side of Rocky, where the wing-based approach, where you have the third man or fourth man trying to put up a pressure. There are a lot of tactics which are getting played from both sides. Soumya is able to actually put up a good defense compared to what I'm seeing from the side of Rocky.
That is true. I mean, the ramification of the defensive strategy of Soumya coming right now is the fact that Rocky Bhai is not being able to get a lot of those attacks in. But as soon as I say that,
Yeah.
finally his attack has been building up. Seems to be a good opportunity for him to equalize that score. He actually directly goes in for that shot. Again, a tight angle. Probably wanted the ball to rebound to one of his own players, but did not happen. Walker will be trying to defend Okafor. Walker should have the advantage in the speed at least. Zelensky controlling it, passes it back to Can. Will give it in the center to Renato Sanchez. He's got some room to work with. We'll give it to Mendy, who passes it ahead. Okafor controlling it in the left wing. Finds the opener. Zelensky could not control it. Walker will be getting his legs onto that one. Dembele for now, moving it around, moving it forward. If this keeps on going on, Rocky Boy might have a chance. For now, Zelensky steal it away. It's going to be moved back and forth yet again. Kouros is the one who'll pass it over to Zelensky. Gives it back to Can. He's got the opener. He can try and find a shot. But Saliba is right there to stop that from happening.
Still, I would say, both sides are able to challenge out in a good old fashion that everybody is just, playing on the ball possession. Sometimes around this Rocky to come in for interception, sometimes around Soumya, but Soumya knows that I already have a good goal lead. That's not quite big, but I still have a little bit of that buffer in terms of the scoreline. So all I do is just, pass on the time, play a little bit of more defensive side, play a little bit of, the passing game that you usually see in a game of football. You're just doing that, and there you go. The final whistle blows away, and it's going to be none other than side of Somia to win it out the upper bracket semifinale.
That is absolutely true. More or less like an upset that we were not hoping would happen because again, Rocky Bai
Yeah.
showed a brilliant performance yesterday. But as of now, coming in today, Soumya was just prepared for the better. Again, the defensive strategy has been working out really well for him. Even yesterday, we saw him playing with the exact same strategy. And whenever he actually needs to go in for some extra attack, all he does is that he changes the strategy from defending to balance. And that gives him all those midfielders the chance to move ahead and build up another pacey attack or another pacey hit. And that's what's been helping him out. If in case teams do not find any kind of breakthrough for this strategy, I think so he might actually end up being in the finals as well. Because again, you already have four defenders to deal with. If you are the midfielders in the mix as well, I mean, you barely find any opening and it becomes even more so difficult for you to try and find another opener or maybe at least equalize the numbers. While on the other end, it totally relies on the counter attacking strategy and he's got some pacey attackers out there. So he already know if they get a little bit of a room, they will just rush in forward. All he needs to do is just make a perfect through for them and a perfect finish would just seal the deal. That's what he had done in both the previous matches. So again, very well played game coming in from Soumya. But now I'm going to be focused on to the next one as we'll be moving forward for those lower bracket matches.
Let's see, man. I will again say say that there's going to be definitely I know how the we have a competitive and comprehensive format. We do have like one of the players coming in for someone from the side of lower bracket to watch it out for the side of grand finale. But there you go, folks. We have the confirmation. It's gonna be the side of Gokul Bhai facing the side of Rocky. Actually, Rocky Bhai facing up the side of Gokul. I kind of like messed up with the Bhai word. But yes, we got a confirmation, folks. The match is ready and waiting. We're going to straight on the game. Gokul up against the side of Rocky. Let's see who picks up kind of like a which favorite kind of team. But talking about the side of formation, we see a 4-3-3 holding formation coming from the side of Gokul with an overall, squad rating of 93. Rocky Bhai with overall squad rating of 92. Another 4-4-2 holding pattern. So both of them is kind of like playing on the defensive formation set. But when it comes to the holding formation, as far as I know, you can definitely go on with all guns blazing and just go back to back goal scoring nature.
Yes, that is true. But again, when we're talking about both the formations, you've got an extra man in the mid for 4-4-2 position. So you've got those extra
Yeah.
weapon in your arsenal whenever you want to go in for some additional attack or maybe just get an extra man on the defense to help your team out. And I think so it provides you a lot of room, especially when you want to play around that mid as much as possible. But for now, Bellingham controlling it, it will be stolen away right from the other side as Tuan. Many passes over to Ronaldo, could not control it yet again. On towards the other side, we're going to see it go in for an outside. So yes, again, bringing the attention back to the same point. When it's a 4-3-3 situation, yes, you've got some extra attack. You can try and make a few plays with your wingers as well. You've got a lot of room to run around with, and it mostly helps players out, right? Because what they mostly do is that they move the winger on towards one side and then they just cut through with a couple of defenders using a trick or two and then going for that shot. So 4-3-3 always brings the possibility of that thing to happen. While on 4-2-2, you're mostly concerned about the centric attack pattern, and that is what he's been doing as of now. We're going to probably see a shot coming in from Ginola, and it will be stopped right at the edge. Van der Sar does the job brilliantly.
Let's see. Let's see. We still have time. We still don't see an opener coming in from both sides. Long shot approach. Best advantage. Ronaldo. And when I see these legendary players in this kind of like an ultimate team format, I love this, man. I definitely love this. But anyways, folks, I have to, come back from my nostalgia factor and focus on my casting. As we can see, both of the sides are still battling out for the first goal lead on towards Bellingham, passing on to Kulwiet. They still have Gokul still has that ball possession, good ball control coming in from his side. He's not using a lot of those
Mhm.
sprint, just wait for a good amount of good wait for the right kind of opportunity to just sprint out his player inside the penalty box and just go on with a straight up goal. And that is actually nice to see from someone like Gokul, to just wait for an opportunity, play on your classic passing game, play on your classic defensive game, and just let your opponent do some kind of mistake and just capitalize on that.
It's exactly, because again, all these players are very well experienced. They know what they need to do. It's just those mistakes that you always need to capitalize on. For now,
Yeah.
Selly moving on towards that left wing side again. We'll probably see him going in for that cut towards the center. Goes in for the pass for now, and Ronaldo has got some space to work with. That might have been a very grave mistake, but if not for the defender, that was definitely going in the back of the net. That sliding tackle, he just anticipated maybe he's going to continue with his run. One of this header could be
Oh,
everything,
nice
and
one.
yes, it definitely is. Goes in perfectly. A very well placed corner kick coming in directly at his man who was empty inside the penalty box. And we're going to see Rocky Bhai having the lead. He's going to move in forward. Now is the chance for probably Goku to make a comeback as he got some players with him. But nonetheless, it will be stolen away. Chouameni can pass it over for a through, but it goes to Ginola because Ronaldo was just not free at that point. Vinicius Jr. is going to make a run for it on towards that left wing, pass it back. Ginola controlling it, goes in for a trick, has to go in, find some space inside. It's got a
Oh,
lot of
nice
it, and
one.
it will go in as well. Rocky Bhai with 2 consecutive goals. Absolutely brilliant performance.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely out of the world, in my opinion, because, hey, both of the players are definitely in the lower bracket stages. Both of the players are fighting it for in a kind of like a do or die situation. Everyone loses from now in this particular leg, in the like combined the scoreline of both legs, like they will be going home. So a little bit of foul over there. Referee blows out the whistle, and free kick will be given away towards the side of Gokul. But yet again, folks, on talking about the side of Rocky, it also feels like yes, he's able to win against some of the opponents who are not much, I would say, improvised and experienced in the game. Because you just saw Rocky losing against the side of Soumya, and Soumya's defense was so good. So it can be that one stage, yes, Rocky can actually bounce back from the side of lower brackets and go up till to the grand finale slot where he can actually face one any of the winners. But still, I feel like both sides needs to flourish a little bit more. Shots on. It will be reflected from the side of Saliba. On towards the side of Sali. Macho still has a ball control. Goes with the shots on, but nah. Won't be converting into a successful. The first leg results in a full time with a score line of 2-0 into the favor of Rocky.
True. Check just catching the ball with ease without any major difficulties, especially for that last one. It almost seemed as if it was out of desperation to probably get that in back of the net. Maybe he could have played a few more passes, but again, it was already that 90 plus 2 minute time. Could have ended at any point. But seriously, that was a very well entertaining game coming in. But it still seemed that Rocky Bai was the one who was controlling the entirety of it. He knew what was happening, where it was happening. And again, I probably would have thought maybe he should be up by 3-0 at this point. There were a couple of attacks where I think he could have gone for an additional pass or maybe just refrained himself from going for an additional pass to probably create some more attack and going for some finish. But I love the way he mixes things up, right? He goes in for the finish shot at one time, and then on the second time, he focuses on going for more of a grounded shot to get that ball back inside that net. So I love the mix that he always brings on the table. But at the same time, now I want to see the adjustment coming in from Gokul as well, the adaptation from him, because it's going to be his away game. And so I still think that the goals in the next one is going to be very more valuable. If I'm not wrong, it's going to be Rocky Bai who would be on the away. But we've been going in for those speculations, right? Might as well just jump inside the second leg already.
Yes, to let you remind you folks, it's going to be Rocky to play on his home side and Gokul on towards his away side. So if Gokul is able to even like get in 3 goals or at least 2 goals, the scores will be actually equalized. Not just 2 goals. Yes, the scores will be equalized. Rocky scored 2 goals onto his favor. Again, the same formation 4-2-2 from the side of Rocky. Gokul with 4-3-3 holding pattern. Let's see. It comes down when you have a holding pattern, when you don't have like these attacking formations, when you have like at least three strikers on towards the attacking side, and you have three midfielders, and you have four in the back. It's all good and all depends on the individual plays on how you play your passing game and the build-up game. Hey, look at the one-touch passes. He was already in with the first shots on, not on target though. Back on with Ronaldo, waiting if it's a Desali. Oh no! Please not in the penalty box, please not. But finally, I hear no whistle, so the game is gonna continue on.
And it's indeed true. It could have been disastrous for Gokul right in the first few seconds of the game, but nonetheless, the disaster has not been averted yet. Dembele passing it back to Chouameni. It's going to send it back inside. Vinicius Jr. could not control it, but that was probably a foul. So he's going to get the kick back yet again. Just as we mentioned, danger not yet averted. Is he actually going to go directly for that shot?
Nice.
Goes in. Oh my goodness. The
Oh!
crossbar just comes into the way. The clearance was brilliant, but not perfect yet, as Dembele would be the one controlling it. Moves it around. He's got a lot of space.
Nice
This
one.
should be the first one, and it is the first one.
Nice one indeed. He didn't give up. All of the chances coming in, the deflections, and how Gokul was able to answer it back with his defense. But hey, it was coming. It was a long time coming. And again, Rocky with another big lead. 3-0 now in the overall scoreline, folks. So Gokul needs to step up right now, and at this moment. Good run. Waiting in for someone to get inside the penalty box area, but nah, it's gonna be no one. It's gonna be interception. There are only just two players in the back. One of the players are actually playing as like a midfielder coming in from the side of Gokul. Another interception was Lizardo. A whale of pass. Where are you passing that from, bro? Never mind. It will be an out for a throw in.
Just. Yes, that would be. And my goodness, it's your throw in? No, it's my ball. Yet again, Ronaldo is onside. He's onside. He's not off, and there should be another one. Van der Sar at the last second gets his hand right on the ball. Ronaldo will still control it. He's basically got absolutely no stamina still. He wants to move it around inside the penalty box. Rudiger will easily be able to steal it away, passing it over to Bellingham, and we've still got a few extra minutes. So referee also giving the advantage. If in case he continues this attack, we might possibly not see the whistle, but that's not the case. That's going to be the half-time. Rocky by 1-0 leading.
Overall of 3-0, dude. Like, if Gokul wants to win at this point of time, all he needs to do is just attack, take the ball control, build up the entire pressure, build up the entire momentum, and just convert those shots on target into a goal. A good run coming in from the side of Ronaldo. Kind of an aggressive pass. This is going to result in the ball control. Definitely a good interception again coming in from the side of Rocky. Vinicius Jr. playing on towards the wing area, waiting for a cross. Maybe not. Another player is going to fall down. I love how our players' animation are so, I would say, smooth, so nice in FC Mobile. I mean, kudos to EA Sports development team. That looks really, really good compared to other versions. But there you go, folks. Another good build-up coming in from the side of Rocky. He knows I'm in the lead. He knows I have the entire set in my hand. He's just passing on the time. He's just going away with the kid. Oh, still the usual attack.
That is true.
Ooh.
But it's going to be, he was fouled on, so Ronaldo's going to be taking that kick. Can he put it in the net? It was almost perfect. Van der Sar yet again. I don't know how, but he got his hand onto that one, and still it does not go in the goal. Garincha though passes it over, but only to find the members of Rocky Bhai's team. Dembele gives it back to Ginola. Ronaldo was just not in the right position at that point. Bellingham controls it, sends it in the center yet again. Savic run towards that right one, but that's another deadly looking attack which is going to be stopped right in. Just a few more seconds to play around. 3 goals for Gokul to probably try and bring this series in his favor, but that does not seem to be happening, and I don't think so it's going to change the result for this one. So it does seem to me that it's Rocky Bhai who would be moving forward, just as you mentioned, leading 3-0 in total. So this can probably put him in the 4th one as well. Dembele still controlling it. Can we find the 4th one from his side? That's the question. Answer is absolutely no. And that's going to be the full time whistle coming in. Rocky Bhai moving forward. Gokul Unfortunately, he would have to end his run right now. But that was a good game coming in. But eventually, Rocky Bhai was basically just outclassed him.
Yeah, definitely outplayed him in a 3-1 overall scoreline. Our next matchup, I believe, is going to be Jojo facing up the side of Beast 4-8. Let me remind you, folks, Jojo actually lost one of the matches from the side of upper brackets, then came in the lower brackets, faced up side of Nitesh. The score was equalized, and this is what we and Skater was talking about on how the away rules work in this EAFC Mobile Community Cup presented by the Esports Club. So Jojo got away the win because he scored up the goals in his away games, and he will be facing a beast.
Hmm?
On towards the upper brackets, we still are waiting in on how Crazy Mazy will face out the side of Somya. Both of the players actually look really, really good on towards the pitch play.
That is true. That upper bracket final is going to look super impressive. That is for sure. But again, the lower bracket is just basically ruthless at this point. We just saw what happened
Mhm.
in the previous game, and now we've got another game right up in front of us. Before we're going to move that, we will be having a look at the brackets as well. But right before we move on towards the bracket again, I want to ask your expectations as to who we'll probably see in the finals. Maybe you've already mentioned one that it's going to be, crazy Messi, but who's going to be playing up
Crazy
against
Mazy.
him? Because if in case we're looking at the brackets right now, Gokul has already been taken out. Rocky Bai is just still continuing his dominating performance. It's only Soumya who he could not defeat right away and went into those lower brackets. So I think so. If we're looking at the matchups coming in, Jijoyo up against Beast, we might possibly see, again, that's just a guess. Maybe Jijoyo might win that one out, but he'll be facing Rocky Bai again. If in case that happens. Otherwise, if we're just comparing as to who might have the best possible chances of moving in those lower brackets forward, I think so. Rocky Bhai.
I agreed. But I just want to take a look yet again on how I would say Jijoyo is going to play out against the Saro Beast, or both of the players are going to perform in terms of playing in a lower bracket kind of a pressure. Let me remind you, folks, the entire prize pool is going to be 50,000 INR. So of course, whoever wins will get the land share. And when you talk about a community cup like this, when you have a new title like this coming in, 50,000 is a damn good prize pool for anyone to start off his professional career with, in terms of playing competitive games professionally, where you call that entire thing the esports. So yes, to answer your question, I'm just gonna wait up on how Jijoy and Beast plays it on the pitch, and then I can
That
just
is
call
true.
up the action like, okay, this guy's gonna be the second finalist.
That is true. But again, we can just make speculations out here. Let's quickly jump into the next game as well. This would be the last match of those lower bracket semi-finals list. So we're gonna probably figure out who is going to be facing up against our boy Rocky Bhai. It's going to be the home for Jijoyo. And looking at the lineups coming in from both of the sides, Jijoyo with the overall 94-3-1-2 yet again, not changing anything in that one. While on the other side, Beast again with the standard 4-3-3, holding overall 89. In terms of overall, yes, Jijoyo is the one who's having the advantage, but it all will boil down to how you play in the game, how you adjust according to your opponent. And as of now, we might possibly see, since through the kickoff, ball has now been in control of Beast, he might possibly find the first opener. Maybe.
Let's see. And like, we have seen a little bit of that pattern in this Comedy Cup, that some of the really, really good players, no doubt about it, like most of them do take a really, really early lead by getting those one touch build-ups and the entire momentum thing right on towards their favor. Talking about the last shot, it was really off target, but a good build-up indeed coming from the side of Beast. Let's see what's going to be the play coming in from the side of Jijoyo to answer it back, as he has the ball control right now towards his side.
That is true. Again, focusing down on the same formation that he has been running for multiple games now, it just seems that whenever it comes down to those attacks, it kind of fizzles out just because of lack of presence of those members. And it probably ends up being in a situation where he just does not have enough members during the build-up of the attack. But for now, since we're already talking about the build-up, a good one coming in from Beast. He
Oh,
finds the
nice one.
opening and he finds the first one as well. Faulkner in the center was empty. A good pass coming in and mind blowing ball control whatsoever. Just did not let it go. And another brilliant finish. Beast finding the first one in this game. And right after that, we're going to see a switch in the strategy. Jijoyo quickly changes it to the attacking formation now. So we'll probably see a few extra members running in during those attacks. And Walker is the one who's making the run for some reason. I don't quite find him a very best passer in that situation. But again, we'll just have to wait and see. Ronaldo still putting the pressure on, trying to take it back. As Beast will be controlling the ball. Gullit could not end up stealing it away. Get the second chance as well. Oh my goodness, that was just a very good through ball. A little too fast for the defender to take it, or even for his own attacker to take it.
Yeah, man, let's see. I would still say that, Giorgio, the kind of player he is, because we did saw him putting up 2 goals in the last away game against the side of Nitesh. So I feel like yes, Giorgio has a potential to answer it back in the second half,
And
even though not in the second half, towards the second leg. But anyways, I feel like Asher Curse is definitely real at this point of time.
absolutely true, because the moment you said it was the moment we found the second one as well coming in from Beast. Now, this is just one downside when you go in from a strategy change, right? From the defensive or even balance to attacking strategy. Your defense gets opened up because your players are now playing aggressive. They are playing in for
Mhm.
that aggressive pressuring towards those attacking halves. So it becomes little more easy for the opponent side to probably go in for those counter plays, get some through balls in on
Mhm.
point, and find some more players. Right now, that's exactly what's happening. Some space being found in, which was only to be blocked in by those defenders. Yet again, good passing coming in. For some reason, Nico Williams takes the shot and it gets in as well. Just look at how he received the pass between the legs of the defender, and the second one was just standing there. That brilliant finish on towards the left corner of the net. Mind blowing, and this is probably the nail that is going to break Jijoyo's back.
Definitely, man. Now it's really hard to say at this point of time will Joy will be able to make a comeback or not. But we kind of underestimate him. Good set of defense, the fire line of defense, the fire wall of defense was just right there to intercept it out. A good one. But talking about the side of Beast, as he has all of his midfielders and defenders ready to bring up the interception. Good interception yet again towards the side of Renato. Pele waiting in for an opportunity, but there you go. Another try, another interception. I feel like at this point of time, Jojo is just not able to anticipate where the ball
Ooh.
is gonna come in. He's not able to anticipate. He's just not able to anticipate. No doubt about it.
Because we might see another attack being built up yet again, because it was looking dangerous, but this last defending came on point. Savage again passing it over back in center. Are we going to see a long shot coming in yet again? That's going to go way too off target. That's the second one, but Beast is probably just having fun at this point because he has got that lead and he's been putting a lot of pressure already on Jijoyo. So he's going to be firing a few of those shots right outside of that box. But for now, Renato Sanchez passing it over to Ronaldo. Send back to Bellingham. Ronaldo back in the center. Will be controlling it for a second. Contested. Pele moving it around. He's got absolutely no room or no space to work with.
Oh,
He's just found some. He can go in for that shot, but no, not a perfect one. Off balance. So it was just too easy for keeper to get his hands onto him. Sool losing the ball. That's not exactly where you would want to lose it. He still tries to find someone in the center, but the last touch defending coming in yet again perfectly, denying any kind of goal for Jijoyo. And it's again going to put a lot of pressure onto him because down 3-0 in the first leg, that basically breaks your back.
I mean, Beast was definitely, I would say, not just 1 or 2 steps ahead in that one. It was quite far more steps ahead in the last leg. Definitely, I would say Jojo has the entire second leg left out where he can actually make a comeback if he's able to anticipate, able to outplay his opponent. But on how he was not able to
It's
anticipate
true.
all of the defensive plays, not able to anticipate where the ball was going to come in from the wing side or not, I feel like it's going to be a little hard for him to make a comeback on the second leg.
Yeah, it might be difficult, but again, we will not know that until we see the second leg. So might as well just jump into it right away. As again, both the players will be facing off. Beast in the home, Jojoyo away. So every single goal will count. If he scores three, he will have the advantage of moving forward. Same old formation coming in from both of the players. Beast with the 4-3-3, Gijoyo with the 4-3-1-2. Has been having some trouble in creating those attacks, especially in the previous few games that we've seen. So maybe this time around it's going to change a few things here and there. But to the kickoff, it's going to be Beast who'll be controlling the ball for now. Going to be moving it around on towards the other side. Pele trying to go in for that steal, only for it to be passed back to Nuno Mendes on towards the other side. It seems that Beast is playing it way too slow. That one's going to go directly into the legs of the left winger. Mendes again moving so far forward. Ramirez, the one who's controlling it. Bellingham would be able to just get his leg onto it. Renato Sanchez passes it over to Pele, who goes in for a through ball to Ronaldinho. He might not have that exact pace you want your attacker to have, but Pele will be joining him. Ronaldinho gets the goal for Gijoyo. A perfect play coming in. Look at that through ball. Absolutely brilliant. Rudiger could not do anything. That just directly went in the back of the net. That is exactly the start you wanted to see for Gijoyo.
Definitely in the right direction, but will he be able to put up a show on how he can get the entire scoreline equalized? Because the last one was 3-0, not in his favor. Now, coming in from the side of Gijoyo again, he's trying to just get away with the ball control, trying his real heart out. Good through ball on towards Ronaldo. Yet again, it could be a reality. There you go. What a lovely build-up. Finds the gap, finds where your player is at, and puts up the goal. Almost he was like outside the penalty box area.
Just outside, yes, indeed. Not even 30 minutes in the game clock, and we already see 2-0 lead for Gijoyo. One more goal, and he will be the one in the driving seat. As of now, Beast controlling it, moving it around on towards that left wing. Can he actually find an opener coming in from this angle? No, of course not. But the rebound could have been disaster as well. That pass definitely was. A Savage will be now controlling it. Ramirez passing it back in the center to Fofana. He's got some space to work with. Defender will get his leg, but Ramirez is the one who controls it. And Bordelasco is defending again. Will be stolen away, but Savage still controls it. That has been just
Nice one.
a disastrous passing from the defenders to the mid. And nothing going in the way of Gijoyo apart from the fact that his defenders are just getting the foot at the last second. Rudiger, his last line of defense as of now against Nico Williams. Finally, Walde will be taking it over, sending it to Renato Sanchez, who's got a lot of room to work with, especially on that left wing. But we're going to hear the whistle for that half time. My goodness, what an action.
What action, what a drama, what a play coming in from both sides. Still, I would say Beast still has the ball in his park that he can actually just get at least one, maybe not that anyone else to shut it apart. There you go, folks. This is what I was talking about. All he needs to just spark one more goal. Like I said, I'm very good with my prediction games. Scared. I'm very good with my prediction games.
Well, that's some talent indeed again. Because since we're already witnessing the match in such a situation, oh my god, not the
there
second
you go,
one.
another one.
Wow!
This was big. This was
What
huge.
a beauty of that shot was. Look at that. He had a space and it's outside of the penalty box. What a picture perfect shot coming in directly on the top right corner. Beating the keeper. And if you're a Gijoyo's fan, that's not what you would want to see as soon as the second half began. You just saw Beast unleashing the beast in his game plan, just moving forward, shutting down all the hopes, and we are back to the same thing again. We still need 3 more goals coming in from Gijoyo, if in case he would want to have a chance. Ronaldinho will be controlling it, but only for a few more seconds. Ramirez was able to steal it away. Savage will be again getting his leg in between that pass. Nico Williams on the right wing will be sending it back to Savage. And if this keeps on going on, Gijoyo will just be losing time, and that is probably what Beast is doing right now. He's just moving all of his midfielders as well in that attacking position, only to get some extra members. Yeah, the ball, Ronaldo almost getting that pass, but Rudiger steals it away at the perfect time. Are we going to see Savage? Yes, he will be the one who will be winning that pass. Good tackle from Saliba, only to send it back to Bellingham, who gives it to Gullit, moving it around a little bit, but cannot beat Fofana whatsoever. So Pele is going to pass it over to Renato Sanchez. Has got Ronaldinho to play on. only for Savage to steal it away again. The time is of essence, and there just seems to be none of it
Ah,
left
nice one,
for
SSG.
Jijoyo.
Joyo needs to at least put a one more as he is on towards the way side, so advantage will be provided to him. Ronaldo with a through. Here is gonna come with that small little slight tackle. Still the ball position is on towards the side of Joyo. He still has some action left, but now as a final whistle rings it away from the side of the referee. Winner is out there. It's gonna be Beast.
That is true. B is just unleashing himself in the first one, and then in the second, where we thought maybe we're going to see some comeback coming in from
Yeah,
Jijoyo.
that was
In the second half, he just shut all of those hopes up. He was like, he's going to put the final nail in the coffin right then and there, finishing things off, and then just keeping it aside. He's like, all right, I'm just going to play it for time. And that's what he did in the entirety of that second half after those first few attacks, because we did not see Jijoyo controlling the ball whatsoever. It was just Beast moving it around between his midfielders and his attackers and going back to the midfielders. It was back and forth trade coming in, but the steals from both the sides, they were pretty impressive, right? Because just one
yeah.
pass left or right, or maybe a wrong pass coming in, or maybe a perfect pass taken by one of the attackers, and we might have seen another through ball play coming in, or maybe another wing play wherein the wingers would just cut in inside the box and then go in for the finish shot. But eventually, that is not what happened. Not for Jojoyo, at least.
Yeah.
Beast again doing a great job, especially that second shot that came in. My God, that was just mind blowing.
No, I would say for this side of Beast, he was very calm and composed. Not gonna lie, he knew for a fact that yes, I still have the lead. If I even lose the lead, when I will
That's
get the
true.
right kind of opportunity, I'm gonna convert all of the shots on target into a goal, and he did that. Those two back-to-back goals out of nowhere was something really well made, really well thought coming from the side of Beast, which has resulted in that he will actually go towards next stage and face up the side of. Uh, I guess Rocky won up against the side of Gokul, right? So
Yeah,
yes,
that is true.
so Rocky will be facing up the side of Beast in the next lower bracket stage. And also, thanks to our lovely production, we can see the bracket screens, the updated bracket screens on our in front of ourselves, which is Groisy Messi facing up the side of Soumya in the upper bracket, the main upper bracket semifinale, and towards lower bracket main semifinale, it's going to be Rocky Bhai facing up the side of Beast.
Absolutely true. And the next one is going to be literally crazy at that point, because it's crazy Messi up against Soumya. So we're going to see the first grand finalist after that one game, and it's going to be super intense. I am sure of that, because you've been seeing the performance of both of these players. They haven't lost a single game. Yes,
Yeah.
that's one thing. But again, Crazy Messi has basically been scoring more than his opponents, while Soumya has been running with that defensive strategy wherein he just starts with a
Hmm.
defending strat and then moves it along. If in case he needs to change the pace, he just puts it to a balanced strat. And again, breaking through that is going to be something that I personally feel maybe Crazy might have to find a new thing to work with. But again, it's just speculations. We might as well see what's going to happen in the game right away.
Yeah, let's straight up jump into the game. The upper bracket semifinale first, which is upper bracket finale, folks, which is gonna be at the side of Gracie Mazy facing up the side of Soumya. Let me remind you, folks, both of them haven't lost any game in towards their previous matchup in the upper bracket. So it's gonna be battle of titans, two best of the best players battling it out for the first grand finale slot.
Absolutely true. We'll be seeing who is the one who's going to move in through that upper bracket, move to that grand finals, and then is just going to witness the remainder of the matches to figure out who's his opponent going to be. Zelensky, as of now, on that left wing, will be controlling it. Bar almost tried to just send it back in with that sliding kick. Could not finish it off perfectly on time, but Okafor yet again moves it around
Yeah.
ahead, wants to create some more space, working it. Almost. He almost got that timing in, but I just love the read coming in from Crazy Messi, right? Because he knew what exactly was going to happen. Somme has been doing the exact same thing time and time again. That I almost thought that that's going to be a steal, but nonetheless, offside being offered, so Crazy Messi is going to get the ball nonetheless. But it's again coming back to the exact same point. Getting a read onto your opponent is
Yeah.
something that you need to do, and for now, Crazy Messi is doing it perfectly.
Let's see, man. Let's see. I will say it's still. Uh, In my opinion, it's a little bit early to say who's doing it right, who's doing it wrong, because it's still the first half, the first 20 minutes inside the game. Oh, good interception inside the box. You will be able to clear it out towards the middle of the pitch where the setup put is. Soumya has that control towards Okafor. He still needs to pass on to the second defender, which is eventually going to come up for interception over there. Nico Williams trying to find a pass on. Mendy will come up with a straight up standing tackler sack with some skill moves being shown away towards Mendy. Is at an opening, goes for it.
Mendy.
Van der Sar will be able to save that one. It will be out for a corner.
If in case it was anyone other than Mendy, we might possibly have seen the ball go in the back of the net, but it's just that the defender was the one who took that kick. Van der Sar had the opportunity to stop that out. He did it perfectly, and the ball's going to go in for a throw in. Can will send it back to Mendy. Passes it forward to Renato Sanchez. Back to Can. Teammate was offside. Okafor. He's got an opening. He's got a chance. And Iseli would not be getting that tackle on time. And Okafor is the one who finds the first one. Soumya again doing the exact same thing time and time again.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant play. And no one has found a breakthrough of this one. 1-0 lead just before the halftime. That's something that you always see in favor of Soumya, don't you?
Definitely, and how he's able to do a really good build up and how he's able to convert those chances into those successful on target goals. This is something I would say this guy has a golden I would say skill for and golden talent in for. It's probably the first time I'm seeing this out of Crazy Messi not being a lead after the first half is gonna end. So I would say yes, Soumya is doing a really wonderful job of not letting Crazy Messi take the ball control, feel a little bit more confident. He's just not letting Crazy Messi to just feel confident inside the pitch.
That is correct. Crazy Messi under pressure. Still, this might actually be the opportunity for him to probably,
Yeah,
get that equalizer as
yeah,
well on point. But Soumya has just been denying that perfectly because, again, on the back of his same strategy, I didn't think actually Kudos would be running to get that through ball.
Oh,
I thought it was going in the center, but it was passed back again. He kind of messed up with the passing of his, but Ronaldo going to get the through to Nico Williams, who's going to get another pass in on point, but just for the defender to steal it away. And it seems to be the same old story yet again, Bullet, doesn't it? Soumya leading in a 1-0 fashion. This
yeah.
guy plays the game so very slow and only depends on those counter attacks, and he makes them go in. He converts them perfectly.
Yeah, man. I would still say I'm not gonna make any predictions around. I'm just gonna wait in for the first leg to just end it up. But yes, completely agree with the fact that on how Soumya just changes his peers. He knows for the fact that I'm gonna start off with a really defensive strategy and approach.
Zelensky.
Zelensky yet again with a curveball approach. But this time it will be saved from the goalkeeper. Gracie having the ball control. Finally, he can do something about it. Ronaldo passes on towards none other Nico. Nico trying to wait in for a cross, trying to get towards the edge of the box, but eventually he will be intercepted. But yet again, the ball control will fall down towards side of Crazy in a good set of turn of events. But for now, it's going to be the full time for the first leg. Soumya leading it with a 1-0 scoreline.
Something that we see almost way too often. Soumya 1-0 leading in the first leg. We might possibly see the exact same thing in the second one as well, until and unless Crazy Messi is just able to find a breakthrough, a miraculous breakthrough, which basically no one has found till now.
Yeah.
So Soumya has been having his dream run at this point, and again, that defensive playstyle has been working so very well for him because we mentioned it multiple times,
Yeah.
right? He loves to play it slow and then build up on the back of those counter attacks. He's been doing it time and time again, and might as well just jump into the second leg right away because I want to see what's going to be the conclusion of this matchup. Is it going to be Soumya who will be moving forward in the grand finals, or is it going to be Crazy Messi?
There's quite a bit of a difference in terms of the entire team stats as well, where you saw the attacking and midfielding
Yep.
almost differs with 10 or 12 points. Even with the entire ranking systems, the number of cups that Soumya has is comparatively lower, like with a huge margin though. Anyways, in terms of performing on the pitch, that's all it matters right now, folks. Second leg, and the kickoff gets started. Right now, it's going to be Gracie with the ball control. What Gracie needs to do right now is very simple. Take on to that early lead, get some goals in the first half, and then try to put a pressure on toward the side of Soumya. It's very simple. If he's not able to do it, I mean, of course, as a caster, for us to say simple is definitely going to be simple, but these players performing and playing on the pitch is really hard and very different.
Because it eventually pans down to the same thing, that it's not just a game of simple mechanics, it's also a game to figure out what your opponent is thinking. Kind of like chess, isn't it? On now, Isaac almost getting
Yeah.
the chance to probably pull a shot on, but being denied. Mathis will move it around only for Can to steal it away. That's just a brilliant
This
pass.
is huge.
Kudus gonna
There
go
you
in
go.
for a perfect shot in. It just goes inside brilliantly. This steal was everything that set it up. Kudus was in the right position at the right time. Keeper was not being called in forward as well, so he had enough time to go in for that shot. Soumya again with the lead, and Crazy Messi. This is the second time he's now trailing in this tournament.
Now it's very hard, man. Now it is really, really hard for this side of Gracie to make a comeback right now. I do believe that yes, he needs to play
Mhm.
really aggressive. He needs to call even his counterbacks to approach from the ring, provide some attacking. I would say tactics on towards the entire set play being done from them. Until unless everybody just focus on the attack to get the ball position, get the fast touch build up with those one touch passes. It seems kind of impossible now. Not gonna lie.
But we've seen very quick successive goals as well. Even in the
Yeah,
previous
right.
one,
That's
we
true.
did see, Beast getting that comeback in the second half with two quick successive goals. So maybe Gracie Messi can pull something similar off. But again, just look at this defensive lineup. Four people inside the penalty box, while three defending outside of it. So finding a breakthrough through this setup, it's going to be difficult because as soon as he goes in for a pass inside, Upamecano is there to steal it away. Okafor now on the other end would be passing it over to Isaac, but that's just the half-time whistle. It could have been deadly and probably detrimental for both the sides respectively to either stop or get that goal in. But either ways, second half going forward, ball being controlled by Soumya yet again, and he's gonna pass it back around, right? Back to mid, then to
Yeah.
defense. He's just trying to open up the entire lineup of Crazy Messi, only for his players to try and find some opening and be at the right place at the right time for those through balls. And I think so that strategy was working out really well for him. Unless Crazy Messi can probably pull something off, Charlton just could not keep that pace up.
Yeah. I definitely completely agree with your point. But there you go, folks. Soumya has the ball control. And I'm pretty sure in terms of the ball position stats in the overall for the, even with I would say in the both legs, it's the side of Soumya to have the maximum amount of ball position towards his side. Trying to go for a sprint run yet again, pass it on, but it will be the side of Grady to waiting in for interception player. Ronaldo passes on towards Nico. Nico will be waiting for a second man to assist upon. But still, there's going to be a lot of gap where he can actually play. Zelensky is right in front of with the player control onto him. Soumya will try to snatch away the ball as he's slowly and steadily getting on towards his pitch side. There you go. Reception is made. Maybe a time for a quick counter attack, which can actually result in a good goal. Oh, that's a good pass. A through. But indeed, it's going to be in the less. An interception again coming in from side of Gracie to Adesali. A little bit of long pass still on ground. Nobody came in for the interception. I'm kind of wondering why didn't Soumya go for again went for an aggressive interception. But as you approach the 90 minutes of the game, maybe it is all down to Soumya to just like we have like said the Soumya is the winner of this upper bracket finale.
Yes, indeed, that seems to be the case. Again, Zelensky in that last second had to go in. Maybe Gracie Messi could pull off a miraculous goal from this angle. Has to go in for that pass in. Mendy is just there to clear it away. And with that final whistle, ladies and gents, we've got the first grand finalist. It's going to be none
Yeah.
other than Soumya, the defending specialist, just coming in clutch. Yet again, both the games just scoring one goal in each and just keeping that lead for himself moving forward. Has been having another miraculous run yet again in that upper bracket. Will be pushing Gracie Messi down in the lower one. Now, the next match in that lower bracket would be between Beast will be taking on none other than Rocky Bhai. So that matchup is going to find out who will be the one who will be battling it out against Crazy Messi in those lower bracket finals to move forward in the grand finale of this tournament. I mean, just how fast time flies, right? Did not even realize how quickly we've been moving through the entire tournament and through the entire brackets matchups. Every other matchup has been just such a brilliant beauty.
Yeah, we did witness some one-sided affairs, but yes, man, kudos to the Esports Club for putting up such a nice show. Like for the side of
True.
EA Sports FC Mobile, we do have our community cups coming in for every other title as well. But kudos to Esports Club for doing such a kind of great initiative for the side of EA Sports FC Mobile, because we have a really, really good player base in our region and needs to be supported with some really, really good tournaments. And when we talk about good tournaments, it's always the side of the EC to do and put up this kind of initiative for every other title out there. But yes, folks, we have our first grand finale that is going to be none other than the side of Soumya. There have been some a lot of actually a lot of someone a lot of like our audience who is cheering up for the Soumya the champ comeback of Soumya, something like that. I did saw in the chat right there. So that's a lot of praises. There's a lot of support coming in from the side of Soumya for the side of Soumya. So yeah, it can be that play where we can see actually Soumya becoming the champion. But there you go, folks. Either it's going to be Crazy Messi, either it's going to be Rocky, either it's going to be Beast. It's going to be get all decided in the next two matches. Who's going to be the second grand finalist to face up the side of Soumya in the first ever EA Sports FC Mobile Community Cup presented by the Esports Club.
Exactly. That's what we've been talking about. Now, again, if we're looking at the journey of both of these players, we've seen almost all the games being pretty high scoring matches, right? If you look at the run for Beast, in the first one, he scored 3 goals. In the second one, he was only allowed to score one. But then again, when he went to the lower bracket, he scored 5 goals against Jijoyo. While on the other end, Rocky Bhai, this guy is just a beast. He's a menace in this entire bracket, 7-0 up against Jijoyo. He moved forward, could not defeat Soumya, but again, we've seen Soumya not conceding a lot of goals, only one at max, and Rocky Bhai was the one to score one of them against him. And now, when he went in that lower bracket up against Gokul, he scored 3 of them. And every other game has been just score. He's basically been a scoring machine on both of them, to be honest. And I really want to see what's going to happen in the next one, as the matchup is already ready. So, ladies and gents, let's not waste any single more second. We'll be quickly moving in for that first leg coming in between in that lower bracket semifinals. Beast up against none other than Rocky Bhai.
Beast up against the side of Rocky. Well, indeed, it's kind of hard to just predict right now yet again, because Rocky is on a kind of like a losing streak right now. And for the side of Beast, this is trying to just go on with the lower bracket play, which he did lost from the upper bracket play against the side of Crazy Mazy. So it's again, it's lower brackets, do or die for both of the folks right here. But let's just see who's gonna be the better one in this upper lower bracket finale.
Indeed, that is true. As again, early ball being controlled by Beast. Rocky Bhai trying to find that steal perfectly on time. Sebio moving it around. Salaba easily takes it over. Vinicius Jr. now passes back in center to Ginola. Rudiger would be just there. Try and pass it over. Stolen away yet again. Pass was just, it did not carry enough power into itself. For now, Vinicius Jr. does have a lot of power because he's moving it around, tries to pass it back in the center, goes in for the shot, but will be stopped in at the last line of defense by the keeper, getting his hand onto it. But it still is not over as Ronaldo passes back to Dembele, who gives it back to Ronaldo. He's got a lot of space to work with, and this should go in. And yes, it will. Keeper cannot stop this one from going in the back of the net. You give Ronaldo that much space in the center, and with that much amount of time, he's just gonna put it back in bottom left corner. Perfect place to make sure that the keeper does not stop it whatsoever.
Let's see, man. Talking about the side of Rocky, he has got the first lead in the first leg itself. Now, indeed, it's gonna be hard to say who's gonna get the second leg itself. But hey, folks, we still have time. We still have the first leg. We're gonna get the first half over. I'm just getting carried away by this thing that, yeah, man, this is the low bracket finale. Anything can happen right now. At this point of time, Lucio with a great interception onto the side of Kent. Kent will try to move on towards his striker, and there's going to be a fall of another player. No referee's whistle. So, yes, no fouls, no penalty being given away. But towards the Vincent Jr., a good build-up coming in from the side of Rocky yet again. Towards Ronaldo now. He's reaching in. Gondala. That was a good try indeed. Out for a corner.
Lizarazu puts it in the center. Ginola trying to get his head onto it. Could not get it on time. Sali this time around will not be able to get anything apart from just a second onto that ball. Half time. Rocky Bhai leading 1-0. Beast needs to make a comeback. He needs to try and find some kind of opening. Again, the amount of attacking plays both of these players are making, you already know that the another goal is just around the horizon. It's going to be there. But the question is, who's going to be the one to break through that? And as of now, Nico Williams with that trick will probably move it around. Yes, Lizarazu will be beaten up. Saliba still right in front of him, will not allow him to move forward whatsoever. A good line of defense coming in. For some reason, Walker is just up front, so far away. It's going to leave Chouameni back to try and defend through the right back position. Lucio will be just steering it at the perfect point. Ginola now has some space to work around towards the right wing. Center as well. He can go in for a through ball. Wants Ronaldo to be in the perfect place. Ginola moves it around. He's got chance. But it will be stolen at the last line of defense.
Let's see, man, whether Beast can actually put on his beast mode and go for some back-to-back goals where he can actually dominate the side of Rocky, or indeed it's going to be Rocky to just walk out with a lower bracket finale to be second grand finalist to fight it off with another matchup. Inola, Rocky waiting it for second and third man to put aside, but Vidic will come in from the side of Beast for an interception. Kent now with an opening. There you go. Nice one indeed. Nobody expected that. First goal coming in from the side of Beast. Scores equalized 1-1.
Bates check there. Outside of that penalty box. Brilliant move indeed. Desiree this time around, passing it over. Back in the center to Ginola. Ronaldo. He's got some space. Just one more trick will do the work for him, but that was just not allowed. Beast anticipating the move coming in. 3v4 situation. Should be able to get a good through ball. The players are just not at the perfect place. Again, two defenders in the center will not allow any cheeky tricks to happen or go through. Vidic passing it back to Eusebio towards Kent. Can try and get another through ball in, but it's just a full time coming in, and that's going to be a 1-1 situation. The first one, Rocky by Beast, both of them just being dead even in this situation. So you know that in the second leg, every single goal is going to matter, especially for the one who's going to be on that away side.
Away side, yeah.
I am pretty scared, won't lie, but with the performance that we have been seeing, there were a few extra chances for Rocky Bai to probably try and end up converting them. While on the other hand, if you see the number of shots being taken on target, Beast did not have enough. And I think so that if that remains to be the case in the second game, we probably might see Rocky Bai getting that advantage or getting that lead.
Yeah. Well, the second leg is ready. I mean, with the caster on the desk itself, I'm really excited to see who's going to be the winner right now. Whether it's going to be Rocky, whether it's going to be the side of Beast to actually put it away. Let me remind you folks, Rocky buys on towards his home side. So actually there's an advantage towards the side of Beast. So yes, if Beast is able to put up 2 goals, he's gonna win against the side of Rocky. Or if Rocky is able to put up 3 goals back to back, it's gonna be the side of Rocky to win it up. Let's see what's going to be the play. Kickoff is going to get started towards favoring the side of Rocky. But indeed, why not? There's going to be a quick interception coming in from the side of Beast. A quick tackle, trying to pass it out towards Savik.
Savage.
It's going to be Saliba. Pizarro, Isali, trying to find the striker's end. But indeed, Fana is going to be the battle of position, trying to wait it out on how they can break up the defense coming in from side of Beast.
And maybe this is the way you break through the defense. That's a penalty coming in. Chance being given to Rocky. Goes in directly in the center and beats Onana in that. A quick penalty being taken. Good placement. And a great start. A dream start for Rocky Bhai. Now the pressure is on Beast.
The Beast needs to get untamed. No doubt about it. We have seen, I would say, we have seen this out of, Beast to get untamed in a scenario like this where he has put up 2 back-to-back goals in the previous matchup. There you go, Rocky comes up with another one. What a great run coming in from him. All the way from the kickoff side. There you go. Puts into the back of the net. Or it's going to be Rocky to win up in a 3-0. 3-1, sorry.
Indeed. Indeed, that is true. Beast needs to find some kind of opener because this is the pace he's going to play on. Rocky, he's basically just showing what he was doing in the previous few games. In Dembele's got the pace. No one's catching up to him. Another tackle. Oh my God. Onana just takes it at the last second. It just seemed like Rocky was toying with his target.
Yeah. Right now we do see that as we approach the first half of the second leg. Rocky is still on the lead. He's still trying to get some more goal ins. Look at the overall ball control. He's not let anyone coming in so close towards the ball from the side of Beast. A good break indeed. Puts up the third one. I mean, we were talking about how Beast can tame himself, but indeed it's Rocky with a really heavy metal performance coming onto the pitch. Really nice one. It's now very hard for the side of Beast to make a comeback now at this point of time.
Yes, might as well retract the statement, mention that maybe Beast could get a comeback. But still, I think he possibly can. Because it's the second half of that second leg. We always know that there are chances of getting a couple of consecutive goals. All you need to do is just add one more in the mix. Easier said than done. Ramirez probably thought he was playing rugby instead of football, shooting it way above. Either ways, that's going to go back again in favor of Rocky Bhai, moving it around. Just look at how quickly he gets the ball in the opponent's half, right? And that is something that puts a lot of pressure onto the opponent because every single time you see ball moving around in your area, you're pressured in a situation wherein you need to get your defender straight on point, straight on position. And if that does not happen, you already know it's down to just the attacker and the goalkeeper, and mostly the attacker always wins. And since we're already talking about that this time around, we see the goalkeeper winning out in that situation. Beast denied the opener and the header is just going to not land at the perfect place. Ginola will be the one to have it. Only for it to be stolen away by Ramirez.
Good try indeed for a long shot on, but it will be weighted away for a corner from the goalkeeper. Beast still has some golden opportunities to convert some shots on target into successful, chance creations. But for now, it looks really hard. Beast is trying his level, but on how Rocky has got the lead and how he has actually put up 3 goals back to back, all he needs to do is just pass it on some time. Just deviate the ball here, there, and there. Just play it on. And he's just doing that.
Doing that perfectly is something that we need to focus on. As of now, again, another shot being fired by Dembele. Being kept outside by Onana. He's just going to get that catch perfectly on point. Run towards the other side. You might possibly see an attack being built up. Eusebio trying to go in for a through ball, only for it to be stopped by Lucio, not once but twice. We've seen so many attacks from Rocky by time and time again that now all of his attackers are just drained out of energy, but he do not need them to have any more than they've already done, because this is going to be the full time and Rocky Bai is the
Yeah.
one who is going to move forward. Winning the second leg in a 3-0 fashion, you always know that there's some kind of punch that this guy always packs up, and this is a way he chooses to just demolish it right onto his opponent. A brilliant way to finish things off and move forward. Crazy Messi will be his opponent in those lower bracket finals.
Good, I would say a good play indeed coming in from the side of than Rocky. I did expected
Mhm,
even at least one single goal, at least one or two chances where Beast can bounce back. But yes, Beast was
mhm.
completely outplayed from the side of Rocky.
True. It's, I mean, just outplaying is an understatement at this point, because yes, he could not
Okay.
even find any kind of opening to get those attacks on
That's
point. If anything, he probably just had two chances at
yeah,
max in the entire game. And yes, if you talk about Rocky Bhai, he was just unstoppable machine, winning in a 4-1 fashion, overall scoring. We're going to now see him up against Crazy Messi, who's going to have a chance to probably try and take that revenge match in their fists up against Soumya. That's going to be the question, because again, this lower bracket finals is going to be something
yeah.
everyone's going to watch out for. Rocky Bai or Crazy Messi. Who do you place your bets on?
I'm not placing any bets. I'm just gonna watch, enjoy, and cast some good old EA Sports FC Mobile Community Cup presented by the Esports Club. Not taking any guesses right now.
My
No, no,
God.
no more, no more, no more caster curses. No more prediction game. Just enjoying and doing my job right here.
I mean,
You get the
you
joke, right?
mentioned that once before that you think maybe Crazy Messi would reach the finals, and I made a guess that maybe Rocky Bhai would reach the finals. At least one of that is going to be correct. That is for sure, because Soumya is already
Okay.
sitting there. No one expected him to be there, but that defensive
Hmm.
strategy has been just a thorn in the tracks of all of these players that they have not managed to get rid of. So,
Let's
yes,
see.
getting a revenge match is something they would be looking up for. But at the same time, when you think about it, you always have to have that ace up your sleeve. And Somya has not revealed it yet. He's just been playing with his default deck. So I still think that, I mean, if in case you want to beat him in his own game, you would need to try and find some kind of breakthrough, and not just with normal plays,
Yeah.
normal holding formations. Maybe it's something an overly aggressive style, or some in some way wherein you can get some extra players on towards that attacking side.
Hmm.
But for now, we're gonna get an extra few minutes of break, guys. We'll be back in two. Just make sure to stay tuned.
Trying to forget
Well, folks, welcome back to the EA Sports FC Mobile Community Cup presented by the Esports Club. Yes, we are back again with our 2 matches left out. We have the entire grand finale set up and ready and waiting for you. We have also the decider finale. Who's going to be the guy to face off the side of Soumya in the entire grand finale of EA Sports FC Mobile Community Cup presented by the TEC?
We started with 256 players in the beginning, and now we're just down to the top 3. So you already know that all 3 of them will be getting a chunk of that prize pool whatsoever. 25,000 for the first one, 15 for the
Yeah.
second, and 10 for the third. So again, it's going to be
Yeah.
amazing game between both of these players as of now, since it's going to be the lower bracket finals. Crazy Messi will be up against none other than Rocky Bhai. It's going to be the decider finals, and we'll see who will be meeting Soumya in the grand finals of this game. Yet again, will not waste even a single second and will be moving in game right off the bat. Crazy Messi on the home side with the overall 91, staying in the exact same tactic. 4-3-3 holding, while on the other side, Rocky Bhai with overall
Yeah.
92, 4-2-2 holding position will be jumping in the game now.
Well, all right, folks. This is gonna be the decider finale. Who's gonna face off the side of Soumya in for the best of the best grand finale that we have for you folks? Kickoff have started. Of course, it's gonna be in a slow build-up, but they went aggressive behind tackle. The same one coming in from the side of Grazy, all towards Ronaldo. Good through ball towards Hamilton. He's trying to snatch it away, but Walker is gonna come up from the side of Rocky. And still, there's going to be a little bit of chance where Rocky can approach from the wing side, make up a through pass, then go for a counter attack, maybe then go for a goal. He's still trying to build it up. Dembele, waiting for an opportunity, waiting for the third man to Chamini, Desali, Vincent Jr. This can go in, and it will go. There you go. First goal coming in.
Some brilliant passing indeed, and outside of the box. I believe it was a nutmeg coming in as well for the defenders, but that was just a brilliant play coming in from Rocky Bhai, and that's the start you always think that he's going to have. Brilliant one indeed. But on the other end of things, Crazy Messi is just not going to take that silently whatsoever. You know that we're probably going to witness an equalizer as soon as possible as Mathers goes in for another pass. Ronaldo is just way too far deep in the box. Was not able to collect that one, but Ginola, that could have been a detrimental through ball. If not stolen away by Crazy Messi, we might have seen the second one already, but either ways, he'll be the one controlling the pace. As of now, Fofana still moving it around, passing it back in. Charlton to Bar. Bar to Charlton, back again. He's got some room, but I just love the way that Rocky is bringing in his defenders, right? Because you know that he's just not charging them blindly. He's just cutting off any kind of passing paths or through passes, or even if you want to make a run forward, he's just cutting off all of those angles. And I love the way he's playing as of now. But again, Bar just moving it around onto the other side. Are we going to see someone stealing it away? Nico Williams has got the opening. Can he go in for the shot? Way too close towards that corner. Way too tight angle. Czech still gets his hand onto the second one as well, which came on the back of that rebound. That is going to mark the end of the half.
After the first half, Rocky Bhai will be in the lead. The first goal that we saw in the first 15 minutes itself. And yes, let me remind you folks, yet again, this will be a home and away game. And you have 2 legs where the away advantage will be applied. Yet again, the second half kickoff has started. Rocky with the ball position, trying to approach it from the wing area. But almost it was looking like it's going to be a throw-in, but indeed didn't cross the line. It didn't go out of bounds. Shots on, but of course, it's not going to result in a chance creation. Indeed, it was a shot on target though. Grazy with the ball on towards Ronaldo. Aggressive tackle from behind results in a quick set of changes. A goal coming in. The second one coming in from the side of Rocky. Look at that. I mean, that was the second play that we just saw in the midfield area. The aggressive tackle from behind, which resulted in the entire turn of events. And Rocky with the second goal in the first leg in the second half.
Scoring one in each, and that's all you need, especially when you're away. Those 2 goals are going to be very crucial especially when you'll be talking about the result if in case it ends up in a draw in both the legs combined. But for now, maybe that's not what he wants. Maybe he just wants to really dominate as he again
Oh,
goes in for top right corner. That's
lovely.
the mark he's going to hit. And that's the one he's going to make sure seals the deal, probably for this game at least. 3-0. Rocky Bhai is just demolishing the beast inside of him, and Crazy Messi has got absolutely no answer. Things just
Man,
seem to be
Crazy
even more
Messi.
difficult for him.
Yeah. Time on the side of Crazy Messi is getting greased up on the side of Rocky. Like 3-0 in the first leg in a decider finale like this. This tells a lot about the mindset of Rocky. He's hungry for the grand finale slot. He's hungry for the land share of the prize pool. Good passing game getting shown from both sides. Crazy Messi do have a little bit of chance. He has the second man open. Why these guys don't pass it on time? I really don't know. Sometimes around to it. A foul call from the referee. Free kick will be given away. Pass it on towards Nico Williams. Grace is still trying to find an opening though. This will be a foul call and almost, and yes, it will be.
Just an additional added minute, so I don't think so it's going to do anything apart from the fact that might diminish the lead. And even that is not going to happen. Maybe Nedved was ready to go in for that shot, if not for that tackle. You might have seen another shot going in towards the net at least, but we probably would have seen Van der Sar stop it. Nonetheless, that's going to be a 3-0 lead for Rocky Vai up against Crazy Messi. This is the decider finals that we are talking about. So you already know, we just had a glimpse of those stats as well, how dominating Rocky Bai was playing in this game. So in the second leg,
Yeah.
Crazy Messi would have to pull something crazy out of the box if in case he wants to have that advantage. Because again, 3 goals being scored on the away ground, it's going to give you a massive advantage. So let's quickly have a look if in case we're going to see an equalizer or if Rocky Bai will just solidify his lead even further.
Oh boy, I feel yes. I feel yes at this point of time on how Rocky is able to play it out, able to capitalize on those chances, able to read on what's going on inside into the mind of his opponent is something really, really extraordinary. 3-0 is the advantage. Let me remind you folks now, Greasy is going to be away side. The away advantage rule is going to apply. So yes, even if Greasy is able to get 2 goals, he's able to equalize things up. But even if Rocky Bai gets a one more goal, the scores will be 4-0. And from after that, it looks kind of hard where Grace can actually make a comeback from there.
Yes, indeed, that is correct. So, of course, once we'll be talking about that, we'll be looking into that consideration as well, but it all comes down to the same thing, right? He needs to go in for those scorings. He cannot play defensive whatsoever. For now, that's going to be the first shot being pulled in, only for the defender to just step at right moment in the right time. Ginola for now will be controlling it, trying to move it around, only for Rudiger to just jump in between, steal it away. Charlton is being chased by Desali right away. So Mascherano will be the one to bail him out for a second or so, fall in. Still moving it around slowly. He's just not making any kind of risky, aggressive moves. Foul being called in, so we're going to see Crazy Messi still controlling the ball. He can try and send it inside the box and hope his teammate to get the header, but he's just going to pass it backwards, making sure that he is the one who's controlling the ball at least for a few more seconds. It's going to be another advantage being given to fall in. Dembele. This time around, he'll be called back. Free kick being given, and that is so very close to the goal. Ronaldo can directly go in for the score, but when the position is gone, it just seems that he'll probably play in for that header. No. Goes in for the shot. No, he actually wanted to play in for that header, only for Czech to directly catch the ball. That was pretty awkward free kick, will not lie of that. And Rocky Bhai is just capitalizing on it.
Let's see, man. It's kind of hard. It's kind of disheartening to see Crazy Messi not able to capitalize on a lot of things. There's still, I would say, those opportunity where you can create some chance creations, which is getting recreated by back to back from the side of Rocky. So there you go, another corner being given away towards the side of Rocky. Will try to capitalize again towards it. Clearance will be made from the side of Crazy though. Gonna call his goalkeeper up, Sitch. But imagine if that could have been interception coming in from Crazy. That could have been some next level drama. But for now, as we approach
Yeah.
towards the first half of the second leg, there we go. 0-0 with the score line. But yet again, let me remind you, folks, Rocky did score 3 goals in the first leg itself. So Crazy needs to score at least three, at least two. Sorry, get things equalized. It's hard to say what's gonna happen, dude. It's hard to say. When at this point in time, that decider finale, I I am kind of sad to see, like, it's a game. One side has to lose, one side has to win. I'm sad to see this side, getting out of the tournament.
Again, there's always some white in the black, black in the white. For now, Charlton's just going to stay inside the penalty box, and the men in white will steal it away at the last second. Well, the men in blue still trying to find the first one in the second leg at least. And even in the second half, nothing is just going in the way of Gracie Messi. Rocky Bai has been so on point with that defense, even though we've seen a lot of ball control from Gracie Messi this time around. This seems to be troublesome. As yet
No,
again,
no,
that
no, no,
should be
no.
a penalty. And it will be called in. Genola will be taking in the shot. This should go in perfectly, and it
4-0.
is. This that's basically the last nail in the coffin, the one that you just mentioned. If one goal is gonna come in from Rocky Bhai, that is going to seal the deal. And with just a few more minutes remaining on the clock, I don't think so that there's any way we might see Crazy Messi make this comeback.
Oh my god, oh my god, this is getting out of hand. Crazy is definitely feeling it. The side of Crazy Messi is definitely feeling it. He knows for a fact that it's now near impossible to score a 4 back-to-back goals, get the equalizer on board, get the advantage on board after that. It's going to be really hard. Back-to-back passes on towards the midfield area. Still, Rocky has the ball control coming in from the side of Dembele, waiting in for Correct as he passes on again back to Dembele. Waiting in for a third man to get outside, but he's gonna carry it away on a solo fashion. Intercepted, sorry, towards Charlton, and Ronaldo back again. So at this point in time, as a caster, we are just like waiting it out from any side, just to score up a goal. I'll just get the full minutes away on towards 90 minutes of the game. It's kind of very hard to say. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Look at that around the world skill move. Look at that shot power. Boy, oh boy. This is total destruction coming in the side of finale.
Outworldly performance coming in from Rocky Bai nonetheless. Can Crazy Messi find something, at least first one? And I don't think so that's going to be allowed either. Rocky Bai just another dominating performance coming in from him, and the 4-4-2 formation has been working out so very well for him. And he's going to face his one and only nemesis. That is going to be Soumya in the grand final. So, the winner of the side of finals, ladies and gents, in another dominating fashion, 5-0 win in the overall both the legs combined, will be none other than Rocky Bhai. So, up against Soumya in the grand finals. I am just super excited. Just let me see the game right off the bat, man. I have got absolutely no patience at this point.
Well, I'll give you as a tip. I'll give you a tip as a co-caster. Be very patient if you're a caster. Be very patient. Have some more patience. But jokes away, jokes apart, folks. Yes, folks, we have our second grand finale that was going to be in another side of Rocky. And what a run coming in from the side of Rocky. He almost lost the second game up from someone in the opposition towards the upper bracket. Then all the way coming in the run from the lower bracket. Now we have him facing up the side of Soumya into the grand finale of our first ever EA Sports FC Mobile Community Cup presented by the Esports Club. Who's gonna win it?
True.
How about a little bit of prediction game from Assess Casters? How about that?
Okay.
Don't
Okay.
don't
Hear
pick
me
up
out,
sides.
right?
Tell me the score lines. Don't pick up sides.
Let me make a guess. Maybe it's going to be 4-2. That's what I'm guessing. 2 for Soumya, 4 for Rocky Bite. That's what I'm guessing, maybe. How about you?
I feel it's gonna be 3-0 either side. I won't say that it's gonna be someone like any one guy particular. I feel it's gonna be 3-0 either side.
Hmm. Could be possible. We'll just have to wait it out and see again. I just want to have a quick look back at the runs of both of these players, because their play is entirely different. It's like a north and south, like two different poles who are always going to end
Yeah.
up attracting each other. Because again, in the grand finals, we're seeing both of these players as well. And Soumya was the one who put Rocky Bhai down in the lower bracket and during those upper bracket semi-finals. So you already know that Rocky Bhai would be right on the bat with that revenge match coming in. And since we're already discussing about their run back in through the entire tournament, let's just have a quick
Mhm.
look over the fact, right? As in Soumya running with the default 4-3-3 settings in that
Yeah.
defending positions, while this, his strategy has been same since the entire tournament. He plays
Yeah.
defensive and switch things up if he finds the need to be, if he finds himself falling backwards. While on the other end, Rocky Bai with a 4-4-2 setup coming in, he just played with the plays with the balanced lineup, and every other time you just see him going in for some crazy amounts of goals. So it's basically just a super hard defense up against a super aggressive lineup.
Well, let's see. There's saying a champion cuts another champion. So it is, man. Both of the players, like for the side of Soumya, his undefeated streak is on, and if he, I will say, if he wins this one, this will be like an history in the making. That an undefeated run coming in from the upper bracket. He defeated Nitesh. He defeated Rocky Bhai. It's actually a rematch. We actually forgot that. Rocky Bhai and Soumya is gonna face up one more time at grand finale, and Rocky Bhai and Soumya did already happen at the upper bracket. How did we miss that? So it's time for some vengeance.
Absolutely. I mean, revenge is a dish best served cold. So you're going to see some cold revenge
Hmm.
coming in. And ladies and gents, we've just had the word as well as the matchup is ready between both of these teams. And we will be quickly moving in forward. It's the grand finals of the EAFC Mobile Community Cup brought to you by the Esports Club. And it's going to be none other than Soumya on the home side with a 4-3-3 holding up against Rocky Bhai on the away side 4-4-2 holding. Let's see if it's going to be a super solid defense winning it, or it's going to be the hard fought attack taking it away.
Let's see, folks, who's gonna write the history today. Either it's gonna be Rocky to take up his revenge that he lost in the second upper bracket matchup against the side of Soumya, or it's either going to be the side of Soumya to win it up with an undefeated streak coming all the way from the first matchup of his upper bracket games. Hey, good through pass. Some passes is definitely way too ahead of the time, way too ahead in terms of the speed. But Fortnite will be out for a corner. Soumya will be getting a corner kick. Zelensky taking it with a corner kick towards Kudus. No, it will be an out for a throw in.
That is true. And yet again, we're seeing Soumya back onto the same strategy. Entire lineup playing defensive. Well, on the other end, Rocky Bhai just trying to keep the control of the ball, trying to open up the field. And look at the amount of space that he has created as of now. Saliba with a much needed tackle, perfect time. Kudus passes it over to Isaac, moves it around. Last touch defending coming in. What a great pass. Was that midfielder back again? That's a very solid through ball, and that's the opener we've been waiting for. Soumya yet again strikes first, finds the first goal in the grand finals, putting himself up. And what a brilliant play from him. Just beating the entire defense line coming in from Rocky Bhai.
Beating the entire defense line, beating down his opponent. But hey, this is gonna be the first leg, the first half, and there's still a lot of time left for the side of Rocky to make things equalize, even to take the lead. Rocky with the free kick. In the end, ultimately resulting towards the side of Soumya to have the ball possession. Can towards Isaac. Isaac has all the space in the world to go out for a great run to put in the back of the net. He will! A goal at the 36th minute coming in from the side of Soumya. In the grand finale of EAFC World Cup Cup presented by the Esports Club, folks. Let me remind you now, it's gonna be a 2-0. Very early 2-0 lead, and this is something really bad for the side of Rocky. I know he's capable of doing a comeback, but hey, A lead is a lead. A mental pressure is a mental pressure that you don't want to have in a grand finale matchup like this.
Still got to have a fortitude up at this point because down 2-0, yes, it's a situation where he's not been put up multiple times, but he needs to make a comeback at this point. +2 added extra minutes. You might possibly see the first one coming in from him as he goes in for the shot. And it's on target. It's in the top left corner and it's in the back of the net. That's the first one he finds just before the first half ends. And what a brilliant way to find the one. Got in a perfect pass in the center. With one trick, he was able to get it perfectly on point. We're seeing positions being changed a little bit. Upamecano being brought in. Was on the left side in the center back position. He just does not want the same thing to happen again. So Soumya with a quick adjustment coming in, but we're going to be moving in towards the second half right away.
Let's see, man, what's going to be the play. Let's see what's going to be the entire thing coming in from the side of
Dembele.
Rocky to answer it back. Good positioning. That could have been a risky one, though. Indeed.
Marquisio gives it to Isak. Tried to pass it yet again. Desali was in the way. Okafor moving around in, cutting in from the wing. He's got a chance to score in another one, but Czech comes in at the perfect time to stop it from going in. And my, oh my, that might have been the deciding goal for this game at least, but stopped for now. So still could be anyone's game coming in. Vinicius got some space, but Marquisio is not going to let him move forward. Oh, that's a very beautiful through ball. Ginola is going to move around. Wanted to do one trick, cutting Saliba off as well. Keeper's been called up front.
Oh, still has a
And that's the
chance.
rebound going in. The legs of Upamecano. That was a tackle coming in from Rocky Bai, but it was given as an advantage to Soumya. And a much needed tackle coming in from Rocky Bai yet again on his defense this time to stop that attack.
Good run indeed coming in from the side of Rocky, but now it's going to be another counter attack as there were set of passes which results in a counter attack formation coming in from the side of Soumya. Hey, good set of skill moves coming from Isaac. This can be the rebound. This can be it. Oh, it's gonna go out for a corner for the side of Soumya in this grand finale first leg. Good pass towards Scan. He still has the same chance. Looking for a cross, maybe. Nah, Mendy towards Scan now. Going in for a shot on, but the clearance will be made. Ginola passes on towards Crate. There's no one on the defensive side, but interception will be made indeed.
Indeed, that is true, and you might possibly see this leg ending in a 2-1 situation unless Slash Attack is going to get something. Ginola trying to get his foot on the ball. It will fizzle out. And in the grand finals, the first leg is going in favor of Soumya, 2-1 fashion, and he was playing on the home ground for this one. So yes, that one goal is going to be valuable for Rocky Bai, but that is only if in case he stops Soumya from scoring when he will be on the away ground and Rocky Bai will be on his own home ground. It is yet again anyone's game even at this point because we've seen Rocky Bai coming back from this situation multiple times. The way that he's been scoring, it has been on point, but Soumya has his defense seems just impenetrable, so we might not waste even a single more second, ladies and gents, as we'll be moving into the second leg for this grand finals right off the bat.
Right off the bat, folks, and it's time for the final leg. I might call it the second leg, but as it's going to be the last match, why not call it a final leg, But there you go, folks. The players are going to walk on the pitch. Let's see the formation 4-4-2 holding yet again. I guess 4-4-3 from Soumya. Yes, the classical approach from both sides. Let's see now who's going to take away the victory. Who's going to take away 25,000 INR towards his bank account. It's going to be really hard to say, but hey, folks, let me remind you, it was a 2-1 scoreline in favor of Soumya. So if Rocky is able to actually get some, equalized scoreline, it's going to be then a chance for a restart and a refresh, but nonetheless, Soumya is still on the lead.
Keeping the lead in his favor, that's probably what he'll be looking Because again, he scored those goals on the home ground, and now if in case Soumya scores just two, that would basically seal the deal until and unless Rocky Bai is just able to pull a miraculous playoff. But Soumya just need two goals
Yeah, yeah.
to end things on a very solid note. Nonetheless, some steals coming in. Rocky Bai could still make another great play. Janola controlling the ball, not giving it over. Clovert passes it on towards the left wing. Vinicius Jr. was making the run for it, stopped in between. Ball will be given back to Kluivert. Again, in the center, he can try and make a play, but Can will be stopping him only for so long as he tries to find the opening yet again. A detrimental tackle coming in from Can. And you cannot score from the center, says Soumya, as he goes in for another counter play from that left wing. Isaac, we've seen this kind of play multiple times. This time around, no one coming in from the center for him to pass in directly in the center with that through. Will be stolen away. Dembele quickly passes it over. Very long pass coming in. Upamecano could not go in for that steal. Chouameni supporting Ginola. He can go in for a through pass. He goes in and we see him steal it away. And yes, he will be controlling it. Upamecano could not do anything in that situation. But Sanchez will be there to get his hands on the ball. And with every passing minute, Rocky Bai is just feeling a load of pressure on his head.
Yeah, definitely a lot of pressure on towards his head. Knows for a fact that he needs to put up at least one to equalize the score and a 2-2 scenario as he's playing on the home side. But even if Soumya is able to get up one more, as he's on the advantage of being on the away side, the rules are going to apply. The first half is going to end up, I would say, good effort from both sides, especially from the side of Rocky Bai, to not let any more goals getting scored in from his opposition, which is going to be Soumya indeed. But this is grand finale, folks, and we already seen Soumya putting up 2 goals, a 1 goal lead on towards his first left favor. Mendy coming all the way with a solo run, individual run, trying to pass on with Marchisio. Okafor yet again. This can be an opening. Lucio intercepts it one. Lucio coming right back with a clearance. And this time around, it's going to be another player to come up from the defensive side of Soumya to provide the right kind of backup, not letting Rocky anywhere near the ball to gain him the confidence and the play to make. This is looking very, very problematic for the side of Rocky. No questions asked. Shots on. Will be out for a corner.
This match is basically going to be decided by just one goal, and that is it. Another corner being taken but defended perfectly. Kluivert, he has a chance to play it ahead. Ginola will be taking it, and a good skill move coming in. Upamecano cannot go in for that chase. This seems to be the perfect chance for Rocky Bai again. Upamecano at the perfect time. Will be getting a crucial tackle in place. Yes, that is going to be a foul indeed. But I would still say that was a much needed foul, especially for Soumya at that point, because you could not allow Ginola to go 1v1 against the keeper in that situation. Again, it's almost 70 minutes in the game clock already. The pressure is at all-time high. 1 goal and Rocky Bai will probably lift the cup. And 1 goal from Soumya will just put him in a place where he will be lifting it whatsoever. But as of now, yet again, Marchisio moving it ahead. Walker will be getting his leg on at the perfect point. Attack fizzles out, but on the other side, we're going to see a counter coming in.
You see the counter coming in, but it will be a successful counter attack. Only time can tell at this point of time, folks. This looks like Soumya is gonna walk away with the victory, but still early to say. It's gonna be a corner kick coming in for the side of Rocky. On towards the header point.
Should get his hand.
Deflected away. It's still really, really hard for the side of Rocky now because Soumya knows. For now, as we approach the 90th minute of the game, Soumya knows for the fact that he has the lead. It's just gonna pass on time. There you go, folks. Extra 4 minutes of stoppage time. Time to announce the winner.
4 minutes.
Scared yet? Do the honors, please.
It's 4 minutes still. I would not count Rocky Bai out, but now I probably will because yes, the final whistle has been blown, and it's going to be none other than the defense king, Soumya, winning the entire tournament out and the entire Community Cup. He did not lose even a single game, directly making a perfect run from the upper bracket, ending up on the first spot in that podium, grabbing a cash prize of 25,000 INR. The second one is going to be Rocky Bai with 15,000 in his bank, and the third's going to go for Gracie Messi, 10,000. But what a match that we witnessed.
What a match, but I will actually also say that it was kind of like a one-sided affair. I know Rocky did got one goal in the first leg, but on how Soumya never let this out of Rocky to even get the ball in the second leg was something really, really out of the world. And kudos to Soumya for
True.
showing such kind of ace gameplay against in a Grand Finale matchup like this. He really stole all the limelight towards himself, no questions asked.
That's absolutely true. And again, we were making guess who's going to win the one. I was thinking maybe Rocky Bai with his unstoppable attack, but eventually it was just Soumya. His strategy was working perfectly, 4-3-3 and defensive one. He was going in for that 4-3-3 holding setting, and for the entire game tactic strategy, he was playing in that defensive play style. Gave him a lot more options to work around with. He had some
Yeah.
extra men in the defensive line, and he had good opportunities for those counters. And honestly, but among all the players that we saw, probably his team's overall was the lowest, if I'm not wrong. 87 was the one
87
that we
overall,
saw, right,
80,
is
89,
being the
87.
lowest. So exactly. And still, he managed to win the game.
Yeah.
It clearly shows that overall is not everything in the match, right? You still have those in game mechanics, you still have those in game adaptations, and he was playing really well with all of that.
But yes, folks, all of the matches, all of the stats are done and dusted. Thank you so much for joining in for the EA Sports FC Mobile, our first ever community cup for EA Sports FC Mobile, presented by the Esports Club. We'll see you in the next one. This was Bullet, joining me alongside with my co-caster Scary. We'll see you in the next one. As always, spread the love, spread the happiness. Happy gaming, everyone. Keep scoring goals in FC Mobile. Happy gaming. Good night. See you in the next one.
Feeling under pressure. Pressure. Feeling under
Trying